been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away.
Hello, today is the anniversary of the birth in 1966 of Sinead O'Connor, who's sadly no longer with us. And the song that was played when she passed away was Nothing Compares to You. The song originally written by Prince, who didn't make a great thing of it, but he said that he wrote it bringing to the surface an experience from his childhood where he watched his mother, who was separated from his father, who used to put on a record of some really heartbreak type of really sad music. Then she would take a stiff drink and then she would get on the phone to his father to try and persuade him to come home. And this experience of watching his mother's deep sadness was what inspired this particular song. And so too with Sinead O'Connor, when she sings it, she clearly finds it emotionally very powerful. And of course at one point it's known that she sheds a tear in the video that goes along with the song. And it starts off as being a song about a breakup between lovers. It's been so lonely without you here, like a bird without a song. Nothing can stop these lonely tears from falling. Where did I go wrong? But it moves into a sadness of a different and older kind in the songwriter. For Sinead O'Connor, it was very, very poignant because she found her own relationship with her mother very difficult. She was an abusive mother who died in a car crash eventually. But with deep sadness, she remembers her. And so when the song comes to the words, all the flowers that you planted, Mama, in the backyard, all died when you went away. This produces a memory which is very powerful for her. It interests me to see the way in which these two types of grief, losing a lover and grief about a parent, kind of roll into each other. And I think often it is true that our griefs, if something causes us grief, all the other griefs of our lives somehow come together, at least those that we've not managed to deal with, come together and to make every subsequent grief that bit worse. And so I think it's really important that we do try and deal with our griefs when they happen, and listening to music that expresses that grief can sometimes bring out the tears, which can really help in the healing. But often there are other ways. Talking to somebody about our grief is often helpful, although sometimes going over and over it kind of rather than getting rid of it can tend to install it. We need to get the right balance about how much we talk about it, or maybe doing some ritual act. I remember on one occasion when I was going through a time of some grief, buying a helium balloon and taking it up onto the South Downs and letting it go and asking my griefs to go with it, and it helped. And I think if we can find a kind of a symbolic way of kind of getting our griefs out, then we'll stop this constant recurrence of them, one grief reflecting all our previous griefs, and we shall find that grief doesn't get any easier, but it may not be so cumulative, and therefore perhaps a tiny bit easier to bear. But today I primarily just want to be grateful for the way in which music can carry our griefs, and sometimes we can give our griefs to a song and let our song take the griefs away from us and leave us more at peace.
All the flowers that you planted, Mama, in the backyard.